Hola, amigos! This is Shaknar coming at you once more with a review, this time Marvel Comics Iron Man. Now, I didn't know much before going into this movie about Iron Man. All I knew is that it was about a billionaire who creates a suit of armor and he flies around and he becomes a superhero. That's basically it, that's the basis of Iron Man. So I didn't know any backstory about the comics, so I don't know if this is anything like the comics or if it's its own entity. In this one, he's a weapons dealer who is kind of a douche. He doesn't care who gets his weapons, who kills who with them, as long as he's making a profit. He ends up getting captured by the bad guy. They force him to make a weapon. He secretly makes this suit that he can break out of there with and get to safety. And then once he gets back over here, then he starts working in secret on this suit to perfect it, get it more power and more weapons and everything. And then once he finally completes it, he uses it to protect those who he put in harm's way. So it's kind of a change of heart for him, and the storyline was very good. There weren't very many plot holes in it. It was a nice, full, complete story. It had a romantic interest in it, like all superhero movies have to have. And then it had the big battle at the end, where it was almost like a David versus Goliath type thing. There was a giant robot that the bad guy built, and then the small, first original one that Tony Stark built, the Iron Man, and there's the big battle, and it looks like Iron Man's gonna lose, and then he ends up winning. It's not really a spoiler. Everybody knows the superhero wins, otherwise it wouldn't be a superhero movie. So it has the nice battle. The graphics in this were awesome. The special effects were just phenomenal. That suit was out of this world. I mean, if I could have a suit like that, it'd be awesome. That'd be possibly better than having a superpower, because you can be a regular person but have this secret life with this suit of armor that's this weapon system suit. It's an awesome dream, and it's a great thought, and it's a great superhero, because it's a superhero that there doesn't have to be anything special about him beforehand. He's just this science genius who, yes, he has a lot of money, but that's because he's a science genius, and he creates this thing, and the power source alone is just a one-in-a-kind thing. He created everything on his own. It took a team of scientists to duplicate it, and they still couldn't figure out all of it. So it's a really cool story, because it's this regular brilliant guy, this regular human who's brilliant, who ends up becoming a superhero because of his brilliance. He creates something that lets him be a superhero. One other little thing about it: anybody who was into Marvel Comics, you might recognize the name S.H.I.E.L.D. So, little hint, that is mentioned briefly in there. Also, with all Marvel comic movies, Stan Lee has to make a cameo appearance. This time he plays Hugh Hefner. So that was a kind of a funny thing. So yeah, it's got all the regular superhero movie stuff in it, and it's got a great story, great plot line, and it was a very good movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and I think you would too. So I recommend you go out and you see it, and or if when you're watching this it's already out of theaters, then when it comes out on DVD you get it or rent it or something. But I recommend you see it, definitely. And until next time, this is Shaknar saying peace out.